What led you to take your current position?
This is my second term as a member of the European Parliament. It is an honour to be a Maltese MEP representing Maltese citizens, but I also have to admit that I feel rather proud of being the first Maltese woman elected to the European Parliament back in 2013. What led me go into politics? Well, it was really an invitation from Dr. Muscat, then what he was the leader of the opposition, which enticed me into politics. I believe that women play a very important role, not only in politics, but also in society in general. On a political level, the underrepresentation of women in politics has led for the creation of a political class which is not truly representative of society. I believe that a good mix of both genders in any level produces the best result for society. Women's political participation results in tangible gains for democracy and affects both the range of policy issues that are put forward and the types of solutions which are proposed. I thought that given my academic background and experience in various fields of business could serve to contribute, and I will always do my utmost not to let down those who entrusted me with their votes.
What support did you find?
Well, I found absolute support from my family. Being an MEP for me means constant travel and being away from the family, and therefore a complete change in my lifestyle. It was important for me to know that my family supported this change, which in the end affects them too. I am blessed with a very understanding and supportive husband, and a very capable daughter who's taking care of the family business.
What are the most difficult barriers you had to overcome?
Well, being an MEP is not the party that people imagine. It involves frequent travelling, long hours at the office, interminable meetings and reports to digest every day in order to be able to participate and understand what is being discussed and to be able to give a contribution. But the constant travelling can take its toll on you. However, the work in the committees themselves is very interesting and it gives me the energy to go on. Another important barrier that I need to overcome was to find a good work-life balance, which is very important from a personal point of view, as well as from a career work point of view. This is easier said than done, however, and it is not always easy to balance the two. So while I found no barriers to overcome with regards to my political role, in fact, I took to it like a fish to water from day one. It is not easy leading what is basically a lonely life. And that's a barrier I suspect that I will never really overcome.
What do you see as the positive elements of this role?
Well, as an MEP, I have the opportunity to influence issues that directly affect European citizens, including Malta and Maltese citizens. I have a chance to speak on behalf of those who have entrusted me with their vote. I have the chance and opportunity to share my skills, my knowledge, and the strategies to build a supportive community and promote worldwide women's leadership and political participation. Having voice and influencing policy that affects millions of people, I think is the most positive element of being an MEP. But the greatest satisfaction is when policies and files I would have worked on affect citizens in a positive and improve their lives in some way or other.
What are your greatest achievements in this role?
Well, I consider an achievement each and every small victory that helps me improve the life of European citizens. Clearly, my work in the Internal Market and Consumer Affairs Committees, the Petitions Committee and the Culture and Education Committee are of utmost importance for me. However, there are a few issues on which I work on very closely, even if it is not always part of my daily committee meetings, but are of great interest to Malta and the Maltese citizens. For example, among the issues I worked hard on in the European Parliament in 2016 are abolishing roaming charges, the current migration crisis, fighting terrorism and radicalization, promoting entrepreneurship, especially among young people, promoting women's rights and gender equality, protecting the rights of consumers and small businesses, and promoting animal welfare. And last but not least, promoting sport and physical activity.
How do you think we could encourage other women to take on similar roles?
Well, what we need is to have more capable people of the female gender in politics. Women who influence issues that directly affect other women, as well as society in general. Women who, through their work, promote gender equality, social, community, family-related matters, as well as contribute to the fields of finance, foreign affairs and social policies. Women who build policies for higher standards of living, education, health, and concrete steps to help to make democracy deliver. And to achieve this, we need to encourage more women to take on similar roles by creating more new opportunities and chances to women during the course of their career, especially in the fields which are still dominated by men, like science and the ICT. Admittedly, politics is not easy on a woman, especially if she also has a family. Politics is a very jealous partner and demands long hours and dedication at the cost of family and me time. But I witness women MEPs who seem to be juggling work and family life very well, so it is far from impossible.